So, good morning girls. We are now going to cover the second electrical body treatment, which is the Faradic body treatment. The Faradic is also known as the muscle stimulator, and what it basically does is it bypasses the signal from the brain that tells us to move or to exercise and to move our joints and to move our muscles, which is exercise. It bypasses that message. It goes straight to the motor point in the muscle and tells the muscle to move. So it's an impassive treatment. The client just lays there and relaxes. The treatment will go on for 40-45 minutes depending on whether the client's used to it and their muscle tone and that kind of thing. So this treatment is not healthy as far as cardiovascular is concerned, because cardiovascular, as you know, is working your heart, speeding up your heart, and which is always good for us. That is cardiovascular exercise. This treatment is really to enhance a cardiovascular routine, it's to enhance a workout routine, it's to enhance a really good diet. If someone's on a good diet, and it will work, it's very effective. It goes to the muscles that the client is concerned about, and it will literally send the current directly into that muscle, and you will see it contract. However, it's like going to the gym. If you have one of these, the client will probably feel wonderful, but it's really not doing a great deal until they've had a course. So they would have 2 or 3 of these a week, and it would be the full routines, 40-45 minutes, whatever it is you've set for the routine for your client. So what you're going to need for this particular treatment is your straps. So these are the larger straps. These ones would go, depending on your client size, you're going to need one across and underneath your breast line, and then one underneath that. That's going to work these muscles here, because these muscles here run downwards. So it's going to work those, and it's going to exercise them. So you're going to need a strap holding these ones in place and a strap holding these ones in place. The next major part that the client really has done is this area here. It can get baggier, their stomachs there, if you've had children, that area tends to drop as well. So you'll need a slightly bigger strap to hold on the first set, and then you'll need a slightly bigger strap to hold on the second set, because you're going to have a pair here and a pair here. So far you've got a pair coming down here, a pair coming down here, pair there, and a pair there. Now the next areas that the client really likes to have done would be their legs, their upper legs, their thighs. So you would have the pads coming down the thighs to the knee and upwards, to the knee and upwards. Now, do not get confused with your galvanic. You know, when we did the galvanic, we had a pad either side, and it was sending the current through, and it was breaking up the cellulite and pushing the cellulite gel deep into the skin to break up the cellulite, and they were opposite each other. This is muscles, and with muscles they run downwards on the legs. So your muscles run down and they slightly curve. So with this one, you would be putting a pad here and then here. As you can see, it's not a straight line, it's a slight curve, and then a pad here and a pad here. Now that allows people to run those muscles. It stretches as you run, but they're not straight. So you haven't got a straight line here and a straight line here, you've got a slight curve on both of them. So the actual product that you need for this is a saline solution. A saline solution is literally salt on water. That's what saline is. So as far as products are concerned, it's a very economical treatment. It's a very time-consuming treatment though, because you have to place the pads, you have to strap them into place once the saline is obviously on the pads, strap them into place. You then have to go up in your dials until the client can feel a contraction, and then you have to keep going up until you can see a contraction. If you can't see a contraction, if you cannot see that muscle moving, the pads are in the wrong place, and you'll need to move the pads, because the client can feel it. You know they've got sensation, they can feel the feel of the pads working, electricity going through them, but the muscle isn't actually moving, so therefore it's not on the it's not in the correct place. So we have to turn the machine down again for that dial, for that muscle, readjust the pads and go all the way back up again once you've put more saline on them. So it's a bit of a consuming treatment time-wise, but not an expensive treatment product-wise. So we've actually got our Faradic machine. This one has got 8 outlets. So it's the same make machine as your galvanic, but your galvanic only had 4 outlets. But it's using the same wires, and it's using the same pads, and it's using the same straps. So we know that each one of these outlets is going to allow us to have 2 pads. There's 8 of them, so it's 16 pads. You are going to need 16 rubber pads. And they are going to go, as we just said, and to confirm, 1 set here, 1 set here, 1 set here, 1 set there, a set here, here, inner thigh on the other leg, outer thigh on this leg. That will take up all 8 outlets. So what we're going to do then is we're going to put this machine together, and then we'll move on to the second video on how to actually do this treatment.